Hello, everyone. What's going on? My name is the Nigerian Boss Man, and one of my good friends was basically telling me that I have a way with words, and then that I should make some videos on various topics. And so I actually thought about it for a little while, and I considered it. And I was like, you know what? What's the harm in just giving my personal opinion on it, on these various topics? By no means am I an expert in any of these topics that I tend to discuss, and it may be sporadic and all over the place. But I'm just giving my general input on several things. And the first question that she asked me was, what is it? I'm sorry. Why are some men emotionally unavailable? Why are men emotionally unavailable? Let me see if she goes into more in depth. Or what does it mean when a woman cannot connect with a man? Or why he treats you so good at first and then becomes distant? Okay. To address the part of being emotionally unavailable, men are very, if this is the correct word, but very sensitive when it comes to their feelings, or guarded. Best way for me to put it, because we are taught from a very young age that we have to be strong, we have to be hard, and to show emotion is a sign of weakness. And I feel that that's untruthful and foolish. The reason why I say that is because when you hold something that's bothering you so much inside for so long, eventually it's going to make you wind up and then you're going to burst. Men have every right, just like women do, to express themselves whenever they're feeling some kind of way. If you hold inside what's bothering you so long, eventually, first of all, there's going to be miscommunication, because first of all, you're not expressing yourself to the person that you have this issue with, whether it's negative or positive. You're holding it inside, and the person does not know what you're thinking. And by them not knowing what you're thinking, then it's going to be hard for you to actually accomplish the goal that you're setting out. And as far as relationship is, the goal that you're trying to achieve is long-term happiness with this other person. And when you're able to communicate that with this other person, then whenever a topic arises, y'all both know how to handle the situation. I feel that the reason why men are emotionally guarded towards women is this. I feel that men tend to always drift to their first heartbreak. What I mean by that is, when men are younger and you got your heart broken for the first time, it feels like someone reached into your chest and pulled it out. And that feeling that that man had got during that period of time, it stays with him for the rest of his life. Regardless of what he's trying to tell you, that's a lie. Oh no, I'm past it, I'm over with, and whatever the case may be. He may be over it, like he doesn't think about her no more, but that feeling that happened, that he felt, stayed with him. And I remember Kanye West coming out with a song, Heartless. I've seen men, like, that song was played a lot by men. I've seen men cry playing that song. He said he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. I always feel that the cycle that we've gone through as far as relationship, it starts and it may not necessarily always end with women, but it starts with women. What I mean by that is this: women, when they're younger, they don't understand the power that they have over men as far as emotionally. I actually recently just wrote a book. It's called The Game of Life. Eventually, it'll be a published book. And in that book, I talk about the phases that men go through. And actually, you know what? Let me get my laptop right now. Oh, let me jump out. And I'm pretty sure anyone that's been on social media has seen this picture before. But I'm about to show it right now. And here we go. And I'm going to blow it up for everyone to see. Hopefully, y'all can see this. Okay, dokie. Oh, can y'all see? There we go. It says, and it says bitch, but I'm not going to use the word bitch. Y'all women. I'm going to treat y'all with respect. Woman fucks over nice guy who turns into an asshole who fucks over a nice girl that turns into a bitch. Here it is right here. You can see with your own two eyes. Bitch fucks over nice guy who turns into an asshole who fucks over a nice girl and turns into a bitch. It starts and ends with women. Oh, and it says never-ending cycle. And if you don't understand what that means, is this: a young lady who is talking to multiple men because she's young, she's experiencing life, she wants to have her options. She's talking to 5 guys or whatever. Okay, you have every right to talk to these five guys if you want to. So now you're talking to these 5 men, and then you finally choose one of the 5. You just left 4 other men heartbroken. Now these 4 other men are gonna talk to numerous other women, and the emotion that they put into or investing or tried to invest into this woman, they're not going to put that forth in effort again because they remember how it felt when their heart was broken. So they're like, you know what, fuck women. To be honest, that's how they feel. And that's how men feel. Because women have all the power and options when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex, which means dealing with men, and y'all basically have the win. There's no win for men. So, and the reality is, y'all have the pussy. Because y'all have the pussy, y'all have the power. And so, a man will do whatever it takes to actually get to an emotional level with you, and then a physical level with you. But then, if you turn around and just cast his feelings to the side. What? Are you still doing your video? Yes, I am. Good day. Children. And you cast his feelings to the side, he's always gonna. Majority of the time, they hold that with them. I have cousins that have talked to women, and every time they were shunned or played by a female, because women, they play men a lot. They play by men. They hold that with them. Okay, well, you know what? The next girl, you know what? I'll make sure I get her. I'm gonna get her. She tries to get my man. I'm gonna get her. That's how men feel. And women, if they were more, I'm not gonna, because it's like I said, it's a never-ending cycle, and you never know who to trust. When it comes to putting your feelings or investing your feelings into someone, it's a very hard manipulative game. But the question is, why are men like that? Men are like that because they don't want to be emotionally hurt, because we're not as good as handling emotional rejection or pain like women are. Women are way better at that. They're better at controlling their emotions than men are, because men only are taught to react to one way when they're emotionally hurt: anger. You piss me off, I'm gonna get angry. We're not gonna cry out and somber in bed. We're gonna internalize it, and it's gonna manifest into something that turns ugly. And that's why men are like that. So they're gonna show you affection at first, but when they start seeing that they're getting too mushy with you, they're gonna pull back because they don't want to feel or yeah, they're gonna emotionally pull back because they think in their head that if I invest too much emotion to this girl and she's talking to somebody else and I get hurt again, I don't know how I'm gonna act. I'm gonna go all the way to the left. And that happens. You know, you're talking with somebody, you're chilling, you're watching Netflix, or whatever the case may be, and her phone goes off. It could be her mom, it could be her dad, it could be her brother, it could be her sister. But if her phone goes off, some men may think, okay, who is she texting? We're chilling with each other. Who's texting her phone? It could be her best friend and having in a crisis. But men's minds will always drift to the left, thinking, okay, who? Well, not always, but insecure men's mind will drift to the left and be like, okay, well, who is she texting? If I'm here with her, then why is she texting? So on and so forth. And a lot of men may not say it out loud, but they'll in their head they're thinking that. And I don't know one man that hasn't said that. They won't say it out loud. They'll be like, okay, you know what? Who's she texting at 10 o'clock at night? It could be what nigga she talking to. They may not say it out loud. Some men may not think like this, but some men do. They'll be like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna pull back. I'm gonna fall back a little bit because in the event that she may be talking to somebody else, it's not gonna hurt me as much because I've already pulled back emotionally from her. And she'll see that, and she could be like, "Hey, look, it's really nothing," until she's able to communicate. Hey, this is my mom. I mean, even though women shouldn't have to show their phone. Hey, this is who I'm texting, and you don't have to worry about that. But until that is done, he's not going to have a peace of mind until that's done. Like with women, some women don't want men to do it, and they start sneaking in men's phones. Women do that. We all know women do this. It is what it is. Women will find an opportunity if they can and go in a man's phone, hoping that they won't find anything. But they do. But like I said, people do that. They go through the phone because they want that peace of mind. If a woman was able to, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, there's miscommunication, this is what it is, boom. As a man, because I've been in a situation where I was like, man, you could be playing games with me, I ain't trust you, I don't trust you, this, that, that. And she was like, boom, here, this is what it is, facts, boom. You're like, oh, shit. Well, I apologize. And then now he'll open himself up more. And it's all about being transparent, being very transparent with each other. If you're both open and transparent with each other, the relationship will flourish. But if people are and me personally, I feel like if y'all are hanging with each other and y'all are chilling and y'all have friends and family emergencies, whatever the case may be, if it's past a certain time, tell them you'll talk to them in the morning. It could be an emergency. You may miss something. I mean, you have to figure out where your priorities are, your relationship or everyone else's problems. If it's past 9 or 10 o'clock, people shouldn't be texting your phone. This is my point blank period. I'm with my significant other or the person I care about. You don't need to be texting my phone or hitting me up around this time because now they're going to start feeling some kind of way and you're about to mess up my home. That's just how I feel. But hopefully I was able to cover the question as far as saying like why men are emotionally detached or act that way. Where they are first more open to the woman and try to wine and dine her and be upfront with her and start trying to open himself up to her. And then why he starts falling back, though majority of the time, or not majority, but sometimes that is the case, where you as a woman have done something to make him feel that you could be entertaining somebody else, and then he starts pulling back. That's majority of the time of what it is. He's going to be like, okay, she could be talking to somebody else. She could be playing games, and I'm not going to get hurt again. Fuck it. Let me start falling back. If y'all are still having sex and y'all are still having a good time, he's going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be it's going to start becoming more of a physical thing to him than an emotional thing. So he's just going to keep fucking with you because it's a physical thing now, but he's going to be drawing back from you emotionally. But if you're able to communicate with them, hey, look, this was the issue. I know someone texted my phone. It wasn't nothing like that. Here's what it is. I guarantee you 8 times out of 10, he's going to be like, oh, okay. The voice in my head was tripping. Let's get back where we were emotionally and connecting back with that person. And vice versa. Women, If there's an issue with you with a man, communicate, be upfront with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a man to be 100, but women should be 100 as well. That's what we need to start coining that phrase. Women can be 100 too. You have an issue, let's sit him down. Hey, look, I don't want to nag you. I've had my heart broken many times. I don't want my heart broken again. Do you want this relationship to work? Yes or no? Yes, okay. These are the things that make me feel that you may not be keeping it 100 with me. If you want this relationship to work, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. If you're able to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to give you all of me. You know what I'm saying? That pussy. But I'll give you all of me. You know what I'm saying? In a way, because men don't even understand if y'all are connecting physically or emotionally and mentally, then she's gonna give you that body physically. Men need to understand that. If you're able to connect with your woman mentally and emotionally, she's gonna give you that body physically. And be like, damn, baby, I didn't know. Hey, but that's what's gonna happen if you able to connect on those two levels first. The mentally and the emotionally, the physical is gonna come. You gonna get physical. But hopefully I was able to address the question, and I will be doing more videos in the near future. Children will bother me. I want to see what they want, and I will be making another video in the near future. Y'all have a nice day.